Hello everybody, Interact back again with a daily challenge for XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Today's Operation Witchblade. I'm pretty sure I've seen that anime. Today is November 24th, 2017. Give me 1 second to call. Okay. Our squad is Grenadiers and Chrysalids versus standard enemies. Destroy the alien relay, which means we are on a timer. We have a Major Sebastian More. Corporal Tatiana Volkova, I don't know, and Harry Thompson, there's one I can pronounce. And 3 chrysalids, 2 majors, and a corporal. You've got pretty much everything grenade side. And you have everything not grenade side, well, except for salvo. And you have shredder. Okay, so a fair amount of shredding is nice. Standard enemies destroy the alien relay. Yeah, expires in, so I started this 2.5 hours after it started. So scores are high up. I feel like Hoshino, I've seen that name before. Let's jump right into it. So you might be wondering, day after Thanksgiving, Interact, how American are you? You know how American I am? Okay, you wanna know how American I am? I woke up this morning for breakfast. I had an everything bagel with cream cheese and a slice of pumpkin pie, my dudes. How American are you? I had 2 Thanksgiving dinners yesterday because I have 2 families. My family and my wife's family. 2 Thanksgiving dinners, dude. I'm so American. It hurts, actually. It's actually quite uncomfortable to have to eat 2 Thanksgiving dinners. I wouldn't advise it if you had the choice. Seriously, it's kind of terrible sometimes. Oh my goodness, this one must be easy because those people were scoring like, oh, it's because of the chrysalid bug. Yeah, okay, sure. 11,000 enemy kills. That's a hefty amount. We have basic cannons, frags and plasmas. We got a mimic beacon, which is nice, but 2 mimic beacons. Interesting. Okay. It's a little awkward. I mean, obviously the chrysalid bug, you can get a lot of extra points, and the game really dislikes it. Okay, so we do see some, that's an Archon. That's an Archon for sure. We're gonna use our concealment to kind of get some forward momentum.
Solid copy.
I kind of want to keep people behind cover. It might be a little bit to the detriment of forward momentum to get. Okay, so shield bearer, Archon, heavy mech. Not what I like to see, but if they stack up, I do have the grenades to shred all of that armor. I love the little, you know, it's the little bugs in this game that really make it like endearing to me. Like the fact that they walked through and then as soon as they're done with all of their animations, the door swings open. It's the little things, you know? You gotta appreciate the little things in life. So they're right here. I know this. I know this. So salvo, you have volatile mix as well. So you're my Sebastian is my boy for the grenades. I'm thinking if I use the plasma, come on. I don't remember where they were, but I'm gonna do the one that has the most area of effect, and we are going to hope for the best. Am I popping? Oh, he's Canadian. Nice little. Yo, it's mouth, dude. Did that hit the? That missed the shield bearer. I overshot. That really sucks, actually. Overshooting and missing that shield bearer is a big whiff. That's gonna cost me a lot. So he can actually grenade again. So let us proceed with the grenade again. Yeah, 59% of other players aren't as aggressive as me. You can read aggressive as stupid if you'd like to. I think both are commonly accepted phrases for when it comes to my ability to play this game. So we want chrysalids to be killing units that are of the humanoid variety. So right now you have a flanking shot. Apologies for all the coughing and kind of nasally soundingness. I have some issues with sleeping. AKA I sleep with my mouth open and I sound like a chain smoker after I've why do you have Talon rounds? Sound like a chain smoker after I wake up. So go in and kill the shield bearer and get me a little pod. A little pod action. You've missed. You've betrayed me, my friend. My chrysalid friend. How could you? Obviously I can't split them up enough that a rocket won't hit both of them. Kind of sucks, but we do get a pod, which means the rocket might even be more preferable for him to do. You have chain shot, which is a really bad percentage right now. And you don't really have like cover to move up to. Well, hold on. Which one can you see from this cover? It's hard to tell. I'm gonna kind of play fast and loose here and move him, like double move him, hoping he does not blazing pinions. These things have a preference for hitting the pods for some reason. Okay, he hit my chrysalid, which I really dislike, but I'm assuming this guy's probably going to be rocketing. Yeah, rocket right here. Yeah. They have a preference for hitting these pods because I guess they know what the pods are capable of, which is this. And so I need to be careful with chrysalid birth, honestly, because it is a little wonky at times. It can kind of mess up the game's scoring system. Dodge graze is not great. I should have... You skirted him? What? Like you went up to him and you went skirt? Is that what happened? I'm thinking I'm probably double moving you as well. What's your chain shot? What's your normal shot on the mech? 71. You don't have any Talon rounds or anything, so this is not a crit, so I'm gonna have to commit a... I'd have to commit a chrysalid hit, which might be fine. Or I could miss. I think that is also a fair option. Alright, let's have you give him a slap. Please land. Alright, cool. So we're gonna have to devote 2 chrysalids to this endeavor. I'm gonna pick the further up spot just because there's probably units up here and maybe they have less line of sight here than they do here. I don't know. I'm trying not to get all my units just mauled to death. 55. Yeah, Archons have pretty high dodge chance because they can't use cover. Which kind of sucks for me, but yeah, I mean, these chrysalids are just never going to be able to hit this Archon. He's gonna... Oh my goodness, he just slapped that poor chrysalid to death. 57. I don't like this fire creeping in. I'm gonna... I really want my forward momentum to stay. This Archon has already delayed me for 4 turns. I would rather it not continue to delay me. My goodness. Like, I am still a decent ways away. Like, I'm still pretty far away. I would really, really like to get the heck out of here. Like, I'm gonna take the chain shot just because if it lands, it's big. Okay, that's big then. Second. Okay, good. Like, this thing has delayed me for so long, I want to get rid of it. Yeah, Battle Frenzy? Sure, dude. How can the chrysalid open a door? Please land your 55er so I can get the heck... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use the chrysalid cocoon again. Please. Thank you. My goodness. Okay, so we're finally done with this Archon. Get that thing the heck out of here. I'm gonna probably start making blue moves. It's gonna pop something. Yeah, there you go. Spectre 2 sectoids. Not too worried about that. I love the I-Core store. Oh, there's also a Stun Lancer and a Spicy Boy back there. So I think save grenades for these if possible. Chrysalids are perfect against sectoids. But maybe we will actually have to use a grenade here. I could mimic beacon, which may be worth it. I'm gonna take this. I think it's fast and loose because I think it's going to pull the Lancer and the Spicy, but just knocking out a guy who has the potential to mind control or do a lot of mental effects is important, I think. There's also a leader, obviously. When isn't there? Okay, good. So the fact that they're stacking up here makes me think that, like, I don't think this is ever going to land where I want it to. Not yet, at least. I think this might be a mimic beacon turn. So I'm gonna throw the mimic beacon just for safety's sake. Because next turn I think is going to be a very aggressive set of movement. Oh, you can only hit him, huh? Okay, then take your 80%. Alright, solid. If they stay stacked up like they currently are, I would love it if you could. Can you ghost the mimic beacon? I think he's going to try. The Shadowborn? I don't know how this works. Oh, he's actually just gonna shoot it. Okay. Maybe he's unable to Shadowborn it. I assume you're gonna take a flanking shot here. Okay, so the mimic beacon has soaked 2 shots. Let's hope it can soak a third. No, they're gonna shoot the pod. They hate these pods. Oh, I didn't even realize sectoids give you pods. That is correct, so I can keep glitching the game out, I guess. I wish you had stayed back. Well, unless this Stun Lancer moves. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say I can't land a grenade on all 4 of these units, but in an ideal world I could. So, I hear you, dude. Give me this chrysalid, please. Can you get sight on this alien thing so I can hit it? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, kill the sectoid. I wanted him to be able to move up and start putting damage into this relay, but he doesn't seem to have sight, so I'm hoping that maybe one of these guys up here does. Okay, if I move you here, you have to have sight on this freaking relay, right? Okay, cool, finally.
Commander, we have a positive ID on the alien relay.
So I want this thing to die. Very desperately. I mean, you can't miss it, so... Where's my other cocoon? Give me a little birth. Little birth action. Alright, give me a hit on this. I might be able to lob a decent grenade in there.
Understood. Moving out.
Probably should have naded first. That's fine, though. So the question is, can I land a grenade that hits all of these units? And I believe the answer is no, so I'm going to take just these 2 and hope that that is good enough. Oh, it does a volatile mix, so his grenades hit even harder. So now these guys are both flankable. You don't have salvo, so I'm not worried about it. You actually have the Talon rounds, so it might be smarter to shoot with you. Although, I mean, this plasma grenade is like a guaranteed chunk of damage. What's your frag grenade damage? Less? I think I possibly saved the frag grenade for, or save the plasma grenade for the armored unit, since I think it shreds 1 more armor than a frag grenade. And at least it's guaranteed 6 damage on multiple, spread across multiple units. It gets the stun lancer out of the way. The stun lancers do a lot of damage to the cocoons. You have to reload. I guess I could have salvoed. Yeah, I misused salvo again. Could have salvoed and then... I should have salvoed, in fact. Yeah, I should have salvoed, reloaded, shot the Spectre, or grenaded again, possibly. I'm doing this to shred his armor, because chrysalids are really, really bad against armor. I think I want to take out the Spectre. I don't believe it spawns a pod for you. When it dies. But I do just want to get it out of the way before it ghosts one of my units. Alright, cool. Spectre's down. I don't know what Spectres are considered because I don't think blue screen rounds don't do extra damage. They're immune to chrysalid poisons. They're immune to like every kind of poisons. You know, I don't really know what purpose they serve. Okay, so you're just gonna start moving forward then. He's got a pretty decent incendiary grenade here, I think, which is what he might go for. I hate the fact that I'm gonna have to take another turn to kill this thing. And while you might be saying, dude, you're losing so many units from having them die to... Yeah, you see, I told you he has the incendiary. Well, you might be saying, oh, you're losing so many chrysalids. I mean, these pods kind of break the symmetry of how the game scores, so I don't want to go over like I did in a previous daily and get a 0 score, because it's like, hey, this guy actually cheated. So finish this off. I wish I had been 2 turns sooner, maybe. 1,700 or 7,500 points is... It's okay. Yeah, here's a great idea. Wait, I completed before 44%. I mean, these percentages numbers almost mean nothing, just because of how early in the morning I do these things. So I wouldn't really be too concerned with what the numbers say. 78. Let's take it to save some chrysalids. It worked and he didn't explode. That's actually solid. And we should be getting pretty close to closing this out. There's no way you can... Yeah, there's no way you can land a plasma that far away. Major, you have, like, no good movement, my friend. I mean, honestly, just move up. Maybe I should have mimic beaconed, but I think he's gonna go for chrysalids over this guy. Especially if there's, like, a chrysalid just kind of hanging out, right? You don't have a clean hit on that guy. Let's have you spawn another one. I don't know if you lose points for the chrysalid cocoons dying, but I know for a fact that you gain points for having extra chrysalids. So maybe that's the way to cheese this. And at this point, we're just kind of trying to get this mission over with as quickly as possible, and hope we have not spawned so many chrysalids that the game glitches out and dislikes our score. And believes that we are in fact cheaters. Okay, he's just gonna shoot a chrysalid, that's fine with me. Especially if he misses. It's gonna be hard to melee him, I think. I don't really know what it's doing when it points at that. But basically I just want all the chrysalids from over here to get as many slashes as possible. Alright, so he's poisoned, which does, I want to say, like 1 to 4 damage. And he has 6 HP. So if we can land... Is that another cocoon? Let's spawn another chrysalid at the risk of going over points-wise. And hope that we do not break the game. Okay, so it's over. Mission's over. Please do not give me too many points and break the game. Here's the... Okay, 3,000, sure. The cap was 40, I think, so... Okay, I actually didn't do as well as I thought I was going to with the,
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Maybe I should have left the chrysalid cocoon alive. I don't know if that counts as, like, losing a soldier in terms of points. But whatever. I don't fully understand the chrysalid. If you understand how the chrysalid cocoon versus chrysalid spawning thing works in terms of points for these dailies, feel free to leave a comment explaining it. I don't think I'll ever understand it unless I, like, deep dive into XCOM wiki stuff and try and figure out what the heck is going on with that point system. So 43 other, you know, a pretty consistent number. It's somewhere between 40 and 50 when I do these things. Not a lot of people. So I'm 15th, a little far away from top 12, which is a weird number to have. Anyways, thank you for watching. I am Interact, and I do these things pretty much every day, basically. I also have a series that I'm running on my channel where I'm running through the campaign for the first time, and that's going pretty well. I mean, I've actually, spoilers, the backlog, I actually have it completed now, and I'm looking for suggestions for silly names or serious names of famous people or whatever that you would want to see for characters in the next run through. I'm probably going to up the difficulty, take away some of the handicaps I had, like double avatar project progress amount. I'm not sure what the thing was called. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment with the score that you got. If you do these dailies, that is very hard to say early in the morning. If you do these dailies, feel free to leave a comment with your score. There we go, that's better. And I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Thank you for watching once again. Goodbye.